Welcome to our Time Control webcast. Today we're talking about managing vacations using Time Control and the Time Control timesheet system. HMS Software, the publishers of Time Control, have been around since the early 1980s. We specialize in enterprise project management and enterprise timesheet systems. Time Control has been a commercial product since 1994 and is used around the world by organizations who need timesheet systems for organizations large and small. Time Control has numerous links to technology products like Microsoft Project, Oracle Primavera, financial products like SAP, ADP, and Oracle Financials. When we talk about managing vacations inside of Time Control, there's numerous functions which you have to consider. Time Control has been designed to make vacations a part of your timesheet environment, both from the user and the administrator perspective. Let's take a look at a couple of these functions. The TimeControl Dashboard by default includes a list of banked time, and the three banks that are included in Time Control by default are vacation time, sick leave, and personal time. You can see in the Time Control Dashboard here we're looking at Barbara Donovan. Barbara has taken 1 week of her 2-week vacation allotment, and she's taken some of her personal time as well. Time Control will show not just how much you have total in your bank, but also how much you have remaining. Time Control includes a number of different ways to manage bank time. Aside from vacation time, you can also manage sick leave or personal time or any kind of bank time such as training time or working in the office or at home time. Time Control can manage banked overtime for those organizations that allow you to bank time now in overtime and take it out later. You can also manage vacation accruals as part of your Time Control configuration so that time in your bank accrues each month as you earn it. We can track time taken from the vacation bank. We can even manage things like negative bank time, people who are allowed to take time that they've not yet earned. And Time Control can use validation business rules to make sure that you don't take time that you're not entitled to, whatever your rules are. Time Control includes an ability to manage requests for approval for time in the future. The TimeRequest function allows you to enter a request to take vacation time later. And this request will go to the same place your timesheet would go for approvals. A user can enter the start and end date of the time that they'd like to take, the number of hours that they'll use. They can even choose from a rate code. Instead of taking their regular time, perhaps they'll take time from a bank of overtime, if that's something that your organization allows. Time Control also allows in its TimeControl module the ability to enter in notes, a description of why you'll be taking this time. So you can say that this is time taken for your regular vacation or perhaps a special request to take time off in the future. Now TimeRequest is being shown here as being used for vacation time, but really the approval mechanism can be used for any time you'd like to automatically show up in your timesheet in the future for which approval is required. In this case, we can take a look at the time request that's been made for a vacation. We can look at the detailed information. We can see 8 hours per day has been requested in a period of time over a 5-day period. We can even edit that information. Perhaps we only need a half day's vacation on one of those days. And when we're ready, we release this request for approval. In this case, Gail will release her request to Tom Logan, who is her supervisor. And this will change. Now it's in the control of Tom Logan, and it's awaiting approval. If Tom approves this vacation request, then in the future, whenever this week occurs, this time will automatically appear in the timesheet of Gail Robinson. Time Control also includes the ability to use validation rules. We can make rules that are really for almost anything, including someone trying to take vacation for more than the vacation still left in their vacation bank. We can check vacation requests now against approved vacation requests that were in the approvals to make sure that someone is only taking time that they were approved to take. Time Control includes a function called AutoFill. And AutoFill allows an administrator to populate a timesheet for people who are not there or who would not normally fill in their timesheet. We usually use this function for people who only enter their timesheet by exception, but it can be used to fill in time where someone is taking part of a vacation but is otherwise available, or for the administrators just being able to put in the vacation time for other users. So the autofill is an ability for the HR department or for someone central like an administrator to populate a timesheet for users in their absence. Now, supervisors have been thought about also in time control. The alternate user function allows somebody to give their functions, to delegate their functions to someone else while they're away. A supervisor might say, rather than giving you my password, I'd like to declare you as an alternate user for my responsibilities. And the alternate user function then can be set in the My Accounts options area. All the user needs to do is go to the My Accounts options. They then select a user, and they say how long will this option be available. So how long will this delegate be allowed to go into my time control and change my functionality? So in the options area, the person goes and selects that user. They can select from the possible users for their department. In this case, Barbara will select Joe Gardner and say, and that option will be available till my vacation's over on the 22nd of July. And that's how easy it is. We save that option, and now when Joe goes to log into time control, what Joe will see is that they can log in as Barbara Donovan. They log in as themselves, or they can log in as the alternate during that period. In time control, if Joe logged in as Barbara, he would then see everything Barbara would typically be responsible for, including Barbara's department and the normal filters and functions Barbara would have. But in the background, time control would be keeping track of who was really doing these approvals so that a complete audit can be maintained. For those who just can't seem to put their timesheet away even while they're on vacation, TimeControl Mobile lets them go to their timesheet in time control and update their timesheet. Perhaps they are having such a good time on vacation that they need to take one more week off. Well, TimeControl Mobile will let them do that from wherever they are. All you need to do is have your smartphone point to the correct URL in your time control application, and you can see your list, add your timesheet, add some more vacation time, and release that for approval. Or if you are away and you need to do approvals, you can see the people that normally would give you their timesheets for approval, and you can approve or reject those timesheets directly from mobile. Of course, there's also a whole series of reports that you can create, whether by exception or to see remaining bank time, or for finance to see the outstanding liability of time that has been accrued and not yet taken. So we've looked at dashboard vacation indicators. We've looked at the bank time, the way that TimeRequest can do approvals for time, vacation rules for within the validation system, the way that HR can put in timesheet information in autofill, the alternate user for supervisors and mobile. But these are only some of the functions inside of time control. There's a range of other features and functions that make up this robust timesheet system, designed to be very easy for the end user, and yet numerous functions available for administrators to meet the kinds of compliance and governance rules that are required in this day and age. Time control also includes links directly to HR and payroll systems and finance systems like Oracle Financials or SAP or Microsoft Dynamics, and links back to project management tools like Microsoft Project or Oracle Project. If you use HR systems for payroll like ADP, Time Control can link directly to those kinds of services as well. Time Control has been in use by small organizations and large around the world since 1994. You may recognize some of our clients. We have clients virtually all over the world, and these clients are supported by an international network of dealers and distributors from everywhere as far as South Africa and Australia and South America, North America, Asia, and so on. So wherever you are, there's probably a time control dealer near you. If you'd like to find out more about time control, you can go to the TimeControl website. You can also try time control for free. Our hosted free trial allows you to get into time control right now, try out some of these functions that we've just described, or feel free to contact HMS Software and we'll be happy to set up a demonstration with you or have one of our account executives walk through how time control can better help you with managing your vacations. Thanks very much for your time today, and we hope to be able to help you with time control, and have a great vacation.